right?
Sorry. So
I passed it through here and then
it's easiest when it's off. So what a lot of people do is when they're cleaning, they'll actually just rack it like this.
okay.
And that becomes a very easy, like, oh, all right, to my climber, here you go. When you're racking them out like this, this goes through and then you clip it back to itself.
Okay. Because I knew there was a, I knew that was a thing, I just didn't know exactly how. So through and then clip itself.
Yes, perfect.
Cool.
Sweet.
So there's that.
Cool, cool.
I also see how the management
Sucks up
just
time.
like, yeah. That was a nice route though. Like,
yeah, I enjoyed that
I
as
felt
well.
good on it.
How's the hamstring?
Pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. There was one point I think it was just like sort of like a pistol spot.
Hmm.
And it felt fine, but I just like noticed it.
Steal these guys from you. So now you get to do a little bit of rope management up here.
As you climb.
Yes. Why did I rack those back there?
Who scored the second?
I'm gonna put that one on the right side.
This pretty sweet, this guy.
Dude, I am kind of amazed that I placed that,
Day one.
but very, very stoked.
Yeah, that is all of your gear.
Cool.
So now when I belay, am I still gonna be sitting on this?
Yep, you're gonna be sitting on this and you're actually gonna be belaying from this. So what we're gonna do here, you're indirect, we're gonna take you off belay.
And I belay as normal. I use my gree on my belay loop.
You're actually gonna use, no. So you're gonna use your ATC here.
Okay. Single strand?
And then you're actually gonna belay from this.
Oh, so this isn't on me, it's on the
Correct.
anchor.
And I'm glad you have a reverso, because instead of belaying from this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna belay like this.
Guys.
And then the orientation of this.
Is it still down? Is the...
Yep, so
braking?
you'll be belaying like normal, just from this, and then you'll
Okay.
use an extra.
Okay, yeah.
You might go down a little bit more. I actually did that too. I came in.
No, I was thinking up, but I think this would be a fine braking position because I'll have to have it closer to my body.
Yep, that's fine. So we're gonna transfer some coils.
Just like throwing on my...
Yeah, I might actually bring these. Let's see, where am I? I'm here, which is here. So this is gonna be, we're gonna take this. We're just gonna go like this up over your,
And just coil it.
yes. And if I had done this right, I could have just
plopped it.
taken a whole set of coils right over top of you.
This is
Pretty cool.
This is cool, a little nervy.
Hanging belays, like this is actually, most of the time, like routes don't make you do this. It's kind of like the
shelf.
Yeah, the route dictates it, but you know, a lot of times belay stations are made in places that are convenient and nice to belay from, and most of the time those are ledges that you can kind of stand on and then build off of, and you don't too often.
So this was probably a little.
This is a little bit more technical.
Because you've had to be like leaning into it.
Yep.
And then, do we top this out? Or like,
so
are we gonna rappel down?
We probably could top this out. I've never done this route before, so I don't know. But my plan was to rappel this.
Okay. I've also never rappelled.
Well, we'll give you a rappel lesson then. That is gonna be much simpler.
Okay.
You are gonna have to do it alone though, because I'm gonna have to go first to build an anchor.
What would you recommend I do it on? Either that or my...
You're definitely gonna do it on this.
Okay, 2 strands.
Yeah, barrel devices are the Lord God Savior for rappelling. Do you have a spare locker?
Yeah.
Perfect, so you can go through that, lock that. Nice. So we're gonna take me off of this.
And that's what sort of hitch is that?
That is a, all I can think of is Munter right now, but it's not Munter. It is clove. It's clove hitch. Okay. So you can also keep me like on these. I think the belay is good enough. So as I climb up, I'll pull you here, and you just gotta make sure it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna, like, feeding is probably gonna be a little more.
What you can also do is take something like this and clip this to this. So as I climb up, it stalls it, but it's still gonna, like, it will catch on this cable, but the structural integrity is coming from this point on the anchor. So yeah.
Cool. So does this route just kind of go up, left, and maybe like straight up like that?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of thinking that the plumb line right up, you climb up that weakness and then maybe traverse this ledge a little bit, and then there's like a kind of right leaning dihedral that we can't really see.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that up to the head wall, and then hopefully there's anchors somewhere up there. But this will be a little bit of route finding.
Yeah, it doesn't look. It looks like you can take it so many ways.
Yeah. All right. So you're there. I'm gonna come off this. I'm now on belay, fully on you.
Just if you can, I want to figure out like feeding.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'll climb a little bit and. Tell you what, we'll take these off. I think that will make it a little bit easier for you, and I'll place a piece here pretty directly.
Do you want me to do something?
I'm just looking.
Evaluating.
Tell you what. I think we're gonna move you. So instead of here, I think we're gonna belay from shelf.
This is not needed.
Correct. Maybe we'll actually do this point. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong about this. We're gonna belay from this. Yeah, so maybe what I would do is come bring this
Closer
to this.
Okay.
And then that will bring you closer
To the device.
Yes, and then I would take a lower point where'd that gold carabiner go? That I would go in.
Jamming.
We'll tell you what. We'll give you this. Well, actually, we'll give you. Yeah, I don't want you to come off direct without being backed up. So we'll give you this. Come into this. Come into this. So now pull in. We're gonna take this guy.
And throw it on.
We're gonna go into the ring. So now that's locked. You have a slightly better angle of attack here. And we'll take this guy to your belay loop. And then belay loop to come in just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, I like that a lot more. And that, as I'm climbing up, I'll be pulling on the rope, and you'll be feeding.
And I'm essentially just like.
Yeah, you're feeding exactly like you would from a harness.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's a little bit out in front of you. And the reason we do this is so that if I were to fall, and kind of like what we were talking about last night, if I were to fall and go unconscious, this enables you to be separate from the belay. So you could then tie an overhand in this, and the system would be closed, and you would be able to, you know, somebody else would be able to come up to the top here, drop a rope down, get you down, and I could be in a closed system, safe, independent of you. Okay. And that's why we move the belay off the belay loop on the second pitch.
Funny situation.
Right. All right, so now I think we're actually ready.
All right, here is.
Beautifully done. And I think, oops, sorry. I think I got the gear to make another one of those. So I'm good to go. I'm ready to get off this right foot of mine.
I know, it's a little uncomfortable.
Yes, hang belays suck. So you can take up my slack. Cool, and now I'm gonna climb and you can pay out slack.
Fell to that ledge. Can I let go of this?
No.
Okay.
But you can tie an overhand in it.
I'm losing it. That's shitty.
So, yep, and then a little overhand. And then just re-rack all that. I would drop all the slack and then just re-rack it completely. And then from you, start laying in over the hips again. And nice long, like the longer the coils, the less likely that is to happen.
Yeah, this is
not fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Sorry about this.
No, you're good. This is a learning opportunity for sure. This kind of shit sucks when you're in like a, you know, a charged atmosphere. You got people watching you, people waiting on you.
Yeah.
This is a really nice environment to work on things like this. So if you hand me the rope, I can actually, hand me the left hand, I can actually probably help you here. And then if you hand me the left hand again. Fun things.
No, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Problem solved.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm back on belay. Cool.
And then, okay. I'm gonna figure out the feed situation.
Yep. I do love a good number 2.
Hmm?
I do love a good number 2. And that is a good number 2.
And then I will have to clean all of this.
Correct.
Okay. So leave no deer.
Correct.
Wait, hold up.
Oh, they're at their, I mean,
I think
Chris is about ready to play, back her up the second base.
Cool. You're good. I'm gonna need a little bit here.
What?
Let me look at what's going on there. Okay, so take the gold carabiner
Yes.
and clip it to the top of the reverso.
This piece?
Yes.
If we got Marauders or Raiders, I'm gonna fight them all.
You don't have to do just the belay, right? You're in direct still. The gold carabiner that the gold no. Leave that.
This from them.
The gold carabiner that the reverso is tied to. Do you see how that's only on the cable right now?
This?
Yep.
Yes.
That needs to be in the top of the reverso. You don't need to take that out. You don't need to take that out.
I can still sit back on this.
Yep. So, Chris, the gold
I
carabiner.
understand. This has to go through.
Yes.
I'm just in an awkward position.
Yeah. Maybe some mold wine.
There.
So all you need to do is take the gold carabiner with the red gate,
Yes.
open it.
This one?
Yep.
I honestly wouldn't mind.
Oh, I thought you meant. Okay. Sorry.
You're good. We're fine.
This. I understand.
Sit back. Put the go back to the Yep.
I also just don't want to lose the coils again.
Yep, you're fine. The rope can drag down the rock. That's like a convenience thing. So unclip the reverso from that beaner.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I could do that.
Technically, we can't, because in that moment right there, I am completely, I'm gonna die if I fall. So, not ideal conditions, but I'm in a secure enough stance that I'm comfortable with that happening. Okay, now we're looking really good here.
And you have enough slack to clip.
Yep. All right, we're gonna climb.
Sorry, I gotta figure this out.
You gotta open up Slack.
What do you mean open up Slack?
So the bottom of the belay device, that's where the slack is coming from. So now pull up on the strand coming to me.
That's why I don't love this reverse cell. Just for that reason specifically. Because your strand is pinching, is causing that other.
Let me look at it again.
You see how your strand is pinching, is forcing this?
Yep. So that's, you need to, first of all, I need slack because I'm being pulled off the wall. So wiggle the bottom carabiner. Yep. And now feed.
Hmm.
We're fine, Chris. I'm secure. We're not in any imminent danger here. That's what it's gonna look like. So you gotta be able to find that position.
But did you see what was going on?
Yes.
So I have to keep this device down more.
Not really, because if I pull it up here,
And that's what happens. Your strand pulls, is going towards.
okay, yeah, I follow. I'm with you.
And
So
then-
tell you what, clip that. Let me think about this for a second. If you clip that blue carabiner to the same point that the yellow wire gate carabiner is clipped to, yes, that should help with this. So let me pull up on it once and just see what that looks like. Okay, that should work a little bit better for you.
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, cool.
It's just, yeah. For that reason, I don't love the reverse cell.
It-
I know you did mention the ATC and the reverse cell had different orientation.
Yes. Also, it is like a practice thing in the smoothness of the feed in the like top belay guide mode.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit finicky.
Because right now I'm like, it's horizontal,
Right.
and that's how it's most comfortable.
Yeah, that's fine as long as the brake string. Cool.
Very nice, that's for sure.
All right, climbing, Chris.
I'm on. All right.
Looks like this is a pretty short pitch. Yep. I'm gonna build an anchor here and go in direct to it. All right, Chris, I'm in direct. You can take me off belay. Okay, I'm gonna take up all the strands from you. Yep. All right. All right, you are on belay. Actually, hold that, Chris. All right, you are on belay. You are good to clean all that. What I would do, Chris, is I would go indirect to one of the bolts and then clean all the gear. That way you're redundant, you're indirect to a bolt, you're also on belay for me. Clean everything and then come off direct, and then you can climb up and clean. Yes. Just make sure, Chris, that you're indirect to something that you're not going to clean.
Yes, I'm in the ring.
Cool.
You want me to keep this anchor intact?
Sure. Yep. Cool.